Hi, so today we're going to be looking at a simple march tune called The Return from Fingal, and we'll be putting basses to it, playing it in the key of E minor on our C-sharp D box, and it's very suited very well to a bass accompaniment, a basic bass accompaniment. It's a march tune. We'll probably be playing it a little bit faster than a company of warriors would march at down the road, unless they were in a bit of a hurry to get somewhere, which is always possible. But it's more for a listening piece. The fact that it's a march is really of no importance. It's just a pleasant tune to listen to. So let's have a look now. Start with the basic melody, and then we'll stick on some chords. So there's the basic melody. You can go straight up and down the row in the first part, or you can use the outer row F sharp sometimes. Make sure you get a nice uneven feel there with slightly more weight on the pull notes. And so on. In the second part, most of the time, I'm using the outer row F sharp here to fit with the B minor chord. If you don't have an outer row F sharp, or you don't have a B minor chord, then of course you can use the F sharp here. So there's the basic melody. Now let's see about putting some basses on. Now, this being a march, we could easily play basic umpa basses all the way through the tune. And so on. But we're going to leave a lot of those bass notes out and stick with our strategy of playing offbeat chords, except where the chord changes. So this is how I'd play the first little phrase. So we're playing the first bass note and the first chord. After that we're only playing chords, and very conveniently on this tune, the chord's always in this part of the tune. When you're playing the melody note G, you'll be hitting a chord. Except for that last one where we're playing B. Okay, do it again slowly. On to the next part. There are different things we could do here, but I'm sticking on the D chord just for simplicity. And all the offbeats are actually on the D chord. Slowly. And I did use the air button there at some point. Because we didn't to go in, so I took a little snatch of breath going out. Back to the first phrase, same, exactly the same. Last phrase. Sorry. So we get a couple of offbeats again on the note of A there. Here's the whole first part slowly with basses. So far so good. Let's go on to the second part. Now, as I said, if you have C sharp D box, let's use, you'll have a B minor chord here, maybe it's a B major chord, in which case you'll just use the bass button, and use your outer or F sharp here. We'll play, so F sharp to E and then change to the A bass, then to a G bass, again, and then we hit the D bass. So we're using all bass notes here because the chords are changing very rapidly. We could do pars, but I think it's going to clutter things up. Now, as we hit the D chord, we go into our familiar pattern of offbeat basses. Again. Now, the second time, after we've been through, you actually end up with a slight discord after you're on the first D on that second time through. We'll be playing on the pull an A bass against the note of B, which should be a G chord, but let's just not worry about that. So the second time through, whole second part with the basses slowly. Now, if you get adventurous, you could be throwing in some more G chords in there, like this. Try that, but you'll find it, for the moment, maybe it's enough just to be getting on with the bass and chord offbeat. So there we are, that's a quick run through. I hope that's useful.